Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're back at it again with the skeleton-themed graveyard control deck that is dominating the meta. We've got way too many skeletons here, and it's not even Halloween yet, with the skeletons, the skeleton dragon, and the swarm of graveyard skeletons. The reason why this deck is incredibly successful is your opponent can never poison your musketeer and your skeleton dragons on defense, because if they did, you would just go for a graveyard and punish them. So as a result, you get so much damage with two of the highest damaging ranged units in the game, the skeleton dragons and the musketeer, with your opponent not having any answers. I just can't say enough good things about this new meta control deck. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert some dominance. And a huge shout out to all of you guys that are using creator code SirTag in any Supercell game. All money made from creator code SirTag goes directly back into improving the channel setup and editing. It allows me to upload on a daily basis while taking full-time college courses, so I really appreciate all the support. All right, we're gonna go for skellies in the back and we're gonna see what's up. What are you gonna do, dude? The Queen Evil. Okay, so I feel like this person's gonna be pretty malicious, pretty malevolent. I don't know. So the Queen Evil is starting off the game with a Goblin Cage. We just cycled our Dark Prince passively in the back, and we're gonna go for a Musketeer in the same lane. What are you gonna do, dude? Are you gonna have the exact same deck as us? Are you gonna be doing something different? Okay, you're spicing it up with a Valkyrie. We don't see those every day. Thank goodness I'm not running Royal Hogs. I'd be quite miserable if I ran Royal Hogs in a Goblin Cage and a Valkyrie. That is absolutely not what we want to see. So I can go for a Goblin Cage Brawler here just to make sure that we can shut down the Valkyrie and the Baby Dragon. And if we go for Skeletons on the Miner, then the tower is going to retarget onto the Baby Dragon a little bit quicker. Obviously. Oh, wait. It didn't target our tower. I thought the Baby Dragon for sure was going to splash onto the cage and our tower there. That was going to be pretty bad for me. It's only going to get 2 belches of justice opposed to 3. So Valkyrie poison with Miner and oh, you know what? This is definitely going to be a Lava Hound deck. I had to think it through. I'm like, what has these combination of cards? It's so wacky, but it's going to be Lava Hound. And against Lava Hound decks with poison, you're going to have a pretty big uphill battle.
Now uphill, boy! March!
It's not going to be easy, guys. So I'm going to go for Dark Prince here. We're going to try to go and push through. Not really going to work out. We're going to bait out more elixir that we can defend with Skeleton Dragons, though. And we should be A-okay here. Skeleton Dragons should be able to shut this all down without taking any damage. And then I could maybe go in for a Graveyard, just because we're going to be able to bait out a poison. And if we have a Barb Barrel tanking with the Skeleton Dragon counter pushing, we might be able to get enough damage onto the Baby Dragon. And the Baby Dragon will be in vicinity that I won't have to respond to it. So I'm just hoping and praying that this man is not able to go in for too many Lava Hounds on us. Definitely want to go for Skeletons yet again on top of the Miner to shut it down a little bit quicker. And then the Baby Dragon's going to latch onto the Musketeer instead of our tower. You guys saw that. The Baby Dragon was MacGyvering closer to the Musketeer, even though the tower was definitely closer. That was weird, right? That was an interesting interaction that I've never seen before. Baby Dragon had his priorities set on that Musketeer. He was attracted. Cupid's arrow definitely enchanted him. Okay. Always want to go in for Graveyards plus Barb Barrels in the opposite lane so that we can bait out the poison. So then he's not able to defend with units that support his Lava Hound. Wait, what are you doing? Okay, so we can go for Dark Prince and kite the Baby Dragon in the opposite lane because it's really far away. And we defend the Valkyrie with the same thing. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's what you like to see, guys. Well, if you're him, it's not what you like to see. But for us, heck yeah. So Skeleton Dragon should be able to shut down the Miner and the Spam. And then we're going to go in for a Graveyard with a Barb Barrel and use the Skeleton Dragons that we split to the best of our ability. Okay, look at that damage. Oh, it's delectable. That is a snack and a half, my dudes. We're going to go for Musketeer here because we just want to get counter pressure, prevent the potential, and preclude any possibility of him going for a Lava Hound and Miner on us. He has to assort all of his elixir on defense instead of going in towards us. Oh, he's trying to kill our Musketeer on offense. That was pretty optimistic, if I do say so myself, Queen Evil. Your malevolent plans of killing my Musketeer will never come to fruition. We will protect her, defend her virginity, and secure the win. Oh, okay. I guess the Barb Barrel infiltrates behind enemy lines and is able to make it happen. But in all honesty, dude, you can't defend against this Graveyard because we're able to go in for a Barb Barrel and bypass the Valkyrie. Going for the Graveyard now. We just need a couple hits, a little bit of love taps on the tower before we can poison and secure the bag. Dude, just give me like 1 or 2 skeleton hits. Little Larry, live large for me once in your life. Okay. I guess Little Larry doesn't want to live large for us, but you know what? We can just vigorously cycle back, going for the Barb Barrel here, going for a Graveyard, and walk away with the fattest of dubs. Yo, I am so interested by this guy. Like, he's still trying so hard. His tenacity and his relentless aggression was quite admirable there. GG and well played. We're doing good things in the world, guys. We're stopping the Queen Evil Mastermind with a Lava Hound Poison deck against our graveyard. All right, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's up. What are you doing, my dude? I definitely want to go for a Barbarian on the left if you're going to go for a Night Witch in the back. I can't go in for a graveyard because you might just ignore me. I feel like this guy would just go for an Elixir Golem or a Golem right ahead of the Night Witch and would not care about my graveyard, and we would be in a 1-1 situation, and I'd probably lose the game then. And I am not about the life of losing to Golem players or Elixir Golem players.
It's all trash to me.
Those are the two decks that I love destroying. So bats are going to go towards us. Doesn't really matter. The Skeleton Dragons are not going to give them very much value. They're just going to go right on top of that Goblin, and we are chilling. So after we see Mega Minions, Skeleton Dragons, and Night Witch, I think it's going to be Golem. Undoubtedly going to be a beatdown deck, but we can't decipher which one yet. All right, so he tried a Tornado, and then he done goofed. That is great for us because that's a 3 elixir cost wasted. And if he hit it, we would have lost the game. Oh, do you have Elixir Golem? Because you've got Night Witch and you've got Battle Healer. Sometimes Golem decks run Battle Healer, but not too often. The frequency that I see that, pretty marginal, man. So I'm going to go in for a Dark Prince in the back. I could go for Skeleton Dragons. I don't know which one would have been better in all honesty, but with the 8 of our tower and the Dark Prince charging, I think that it'll be able to finish off the Battle Healer with ease and probably give us better counter push. Maybe I'm wrong, though. You guys got to let me know. What would you have done there? Would you have went in for Skeleton Dragons, or would you have went in for the Dankest of Princes? So Dank Prince is going to die there, but it finishes off all of the Night Witch for a plus interaction after just gaining so much elixir from the Battle Healer and the Night Witch. We're up 4 from that interaction. That's clean. So Skeleton Dragons are counter pushing. He's going to go for a Mega Minion, and he's going to go for Battle Healer. That's a lot of elixir if I've ever seen it. And I can go for Musketeer in the middle to just check off his Mega Minion and also go and pull his Battle Healer to us. So at this point in the game, feel pretty comfortable. It's going to be Golem. And he's probably going to have Golem Lightning just because he hasn't poisoned once on defense. So at this point, I really want to go for the cage and cycle 2 of them if possible. He's going to go in for the Skeleton Dragons. I need to poison that just because I can't deal with them if they stack up too much. If they stack up and then the Battle Healer heals them up, I'm screwed. So I need to remove them before he's able to start healing. We can go in for our Musketeer here, and he's going to try a Tornado to use the death damage of the Golem. He's actually playing this quite well, but as you guys can see, if we ever play against a Golem deck, oh, is it easy.
That's it. Screw this game.
These are the matchups that you live for. These are the matchups you dream of, and you fall asleep wishing that will happen. So he's going to go for Golem at the river, and he's probably going to Night Witch. No, he doesn't even want a Night Witch. All right, dude, we can just go for a Goblin Cage. If you Lightning and you're going to have a limited amount of elixir, okay, yeah, I guess you're not even going to try to Lightning. It's not even in his vocabulary. He's probably got the card in his deck, but he just doesn't want to drop it. We are able to go for Musketeers out to the side and damage down all of his air units from a distance. And then we can go in for the Dark Prince, so then Skeleton Dragon doesn't lock on. Really important to be methodical with this deck, though. You guys are noticing, I'm not going in for graveyards willy-nilly. We're not going in for capricious graveyard pushes. We are constantly waiting for the most optimal moment, counter-pushing when it makes sense, and taking towers and asserting dominance when our opponent can't deal with the influx of skeletons swarming them. We're going to cycle Skellies in the back and we're going to see what's up. So we got the skeletons, and then we got the graveyard, the spawner of skeletons. OP tactics, guys. If only we had the trifecta with the Tombstone. Tombstone's just objectively a worse card, though, than the Goblin Cage, because the Goblin Cage, it's going to stay alive even if your opponent spells it. He's a resilient boy. So as soon as I see Firecracker, Goblin Cage, and Heal Spirit, you already know it's one of 2 things. Royal Giant, which is probably going to be, or this guy could be running some weird Royal Hogs deck that I'm not aware of. So I could have went in for a Barbarian Graveyard there. It's just a little bit better to play Hesitant right now. Figure out if he wants to RG. Yeah, he's going to RG right into us. Let's go. So now we can Goblin Cage, obliterate the bats, and we make a massive push. Wait, he's got Royal Giant Poison. Okay, I guess, like, Royal Giant now doesn't have Earthquake because it's such a trash card, even though it has such great synergy with it. But wow, for this man to run Royal Giant Poison, that shows you how bad Earthquake is.
You're a bad, bad person.
Right? Oh my goodness. So the way I could play this is I could go for a Dark Prince right on top of the Firecracker and shut it down that way. Activating King Tower is going to be negligible for me. It doesn't actually matter. Because if you think about it, we activate King Tower against a Royal Giant player. What are we going to accomplish? The Dark Prince! No way! That's insane. Out of your mind, Dark Prince. We can go for Skeleton Dragons plus Musketeer, drop it up a little bit higher, so then he's going to be like, wait, do I poison this? I don't know if he poisoned that. But seriously, I don't know what he does. Does he Goblin Cage? Or is he going to... Oh, he's going to Rail Delivery. Okay. It does make sense. That is a pretty good play. We can go in for a poison on top of his bats, right? So we can go for a Musketeer, Graveyard, and then we can poison the bats. Oh, he's not going to go in for bats. He's going to go for Heal Spirit. He's going to go for his own poison. So we're just going to gradually get more chip damage on you then, my dude. That's what's up. That's what's happening. So in a 1-1 situation, we're definitely in a bad spot. But if we do a lot of damage on the left, then we can bounce back. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a situation where I get his tower on the right really low into poison range, and then I go in for a Graveyard on the left and do like 1,000 damage to it. That's what I want to do before he's able to take a tower. We're going to go for a really high Goblin Cage, so then it's not going to get hit by the poison. Remember, he did just go in for the poison here. We can go in for a Dark Prince, and then we can Graveyard. So Dark Prince and Graveyard are coming through. He's going to go for bats, but we can poison that. Couple with the Dark Prince, I think we're going to take the tower with the Skellies. The little Larrys are living large, and you can't shut them down. You can't deny them from vanquishing your tower. Wait, are you going to go for a poison? Do you have poison? I don't think he does. With 13 seconds remaining, he has to go in for a poison now. That's a lot of elixir that he had to cast to cycle back to that. My dude, he's in a drastic situation. We can go in for a poison on top of the Firecracker and the King Tower and all of his stuff. And we're in a good spot, guys. We're going to be up a lot of damage with the Musketeer coming out and beating out the bats. Let's go, my dudes. So he's probably going to go in for some more spam. We definitely want to go for a Bard Barrel to finish off the Firecracker. Make sure that we cripple that as quickly as possible with the spam that's coming at him with the Dark Prince, the Goblin Cage, and the Skeleton Dragons. He's going to have to be dropping a ton of elixir to shut that down. So we can even go in for a Musketeer here. Get that locked onto the tower with the Dark Prince tanking. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's go, guys. That is a ton of damage, and he's giving us the thumbs up. So we can go for a Graveyard. Oh, I didn't mean to do it like that. I actually misclicked so hard. It's all good, man. That was a fat misclick. Oh my goodness. The next game I won't mess it up that hard, but, you know, sometimes we don't goof, you know. It does happen. Sometimes it really be like that. Oh, wait, what? What? How did we win? I can't believe we won that game. I missed my Bard Barrel on the Firecracker, and I thought we lost. What? So this clan, he's asking me, what do you know? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to know, dude. So I can't answer that question. It's too ambiguous for me. So we can go for the Goblin Cage. He's got Pencil and he's got Zap. There is no chance that this guy doesn't actually have a Pekka deck, right? The probability of that is like less than 1% after we see those two cards. I'm doing the quick math in my head, guys. I've assessed all the probabilities, and I've determined that there's no other perspective that we can look at. So he's got Electro Wizard. We can just go for Skeletons here. Make sure that the Bandit goes and walks this way. Does not jump for joy on top of us. And, dude, you're down a lot. So if you're down that much and you lose the battle at the river that miserably, there's no chance that you defend this graveyard effectively because you're going to go for Pekka. And then it's going to cost so much elixir for you to go and cycle back to anything that's cost effective against the graveyard. So I can go for Skeleton Dragons, and then I can go for a Bard Barrel on top of Magic Archer and the Royal Ghost. I think that we just shut this down, man. We don't take any damage. The Magic Archer doesn't pierce through onto our tower, and I can go for a Skeleton Surround on top of the Royal Ghost. So you don't get any damage. You don't spook my tower. Get out of here, brother. Come back on Halloween, maybe, but that's a whiles away, man. You have to wait till the next holiday. All right. We can Dark Prince in the back and just slow roll that. I can also, since we're playing against graveyard counters of poison and no minions, since he's got Magic Archer, right? The fulfillment would either be Magic Archer or be minions. We've realized that his only great graveyard counter is going to be going in for like a ton of elixir plus like Electro Wizard, which is not really a good counter. Or maybe what this guy does is poison every single time. I'm just going to go for a Bard Barrel and go in for the cage to shut this all down. Make sure the Bandit doesn't dash even once. And then we can subsequently follow up with the graveyard every single time we win the battle at the river. Because he's going to have to poison and we get chip damage on that every single day of the week. Oh, it would have been nice if we finished off the Magic Archer. I'm still going to go for a poison because I don't have Bard Barrel in cycle. I think it would be well worth the endeavor. Okay, so I'm going to go for Dark Prince here. The Bandit's going to go walk this way. It's not going to dash. Dude, can we win this game without him touching our tower? I really don't want him to touch my tower.
A little further back.
We have to defend the virginity so pristinely to the point that this guy will not be able to touch our tower. It's going to be insane. That is my one mission. Can we do it? Can we keep up the damage to the point that this guy is feeling so compelled to defend that he won't spend any elixir on offense? That's the point that I want to be at. I really want him to spend all of his elixir defending so then he doesn't drop anything on my tower, just to like barely scathe it. Just for the satisfaction and pride of knowing that he didn't get 0-0'd. Oh my gosh, guys, 10 seconds left. Is he gonna poison or zap? It's coming down to the wire. It's not will I win the game or will I lose the game. Will he zap the tower? He won't do it. That is a flawless victory, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Graveyard control. OP tactics. This guy was not able to touch my towers, but he could definitely break his phone, and hopefully his phone is as healthy as our towers after that game. I don't know, though. I just don't want to make any assumptions here. All right, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's up. I literally read his name as peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't understand how I did that, but I did. I'm going to go for Goblin Cage and Skeletons, and then Hog Rider is not going to get an ounce of chip damage on our tower. So I can typically graveyard whenever we know that he doesn't have bait cards. When we see Hog Rider, we don't know. We don't know if he's going to have bait cards or if he's going to have a simple 2.6 deck. So I'm going to go and cycle my Musketeer in the back. And we've got Skeleton Dragons on defense. It's the highest damage card in our deck right now. So what are you going to do, my dude? You're going to fireball that. Oh my goodness. The Skeleton Dragons. Excited Skeleton Dragon noises commence. Yeah! So we can just go in for a poison if we want to. And yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. I genuinely don't know. If you go in for a fireball, you don't kill the Musketeer. And then you don't have it in cycle for the Skeleton Dragons. And then we just keep spamming you. And the spam continues. The cycle repeats itself. And your tower, it's going to be sad. So if he goes in for a Hog Rider, we just go Goblin Cage. If he continues to go in for Hog Riders, he will get shut down with only one hit on the tower every single time. So we'll go for Skellies here. And if he goes in for the Hog Rider into the Skeletons plus Cage, then he doesn't get a single hit. So that's a dank meme. You need to go in for a log to kill the Skeletons if you want to get a hit. Otherwise, you're not getting anything, my man.
Why do you keep picking on me?
And then the Goblin Cage counter pushes, so then we can go in for a Graveyard. If he goes in for a Musketeer, we poison it if we have it in cycle. But we don't, so we're just going to chill and relax a little bit. Go in for a Musketeer in the back. Wait for him to fireball it, and we'll get so much value. I really want to see another fireball with a Musketeer. Come on, sir. Just one more. Just one more. You know it worked out so well for you last time, right? So we can Barb Barrel on top of the Hog Rider. Get that up close and personal with the Musketeer as well if we need to. Dark Prince is rushing right through. And he's going to log. Okay, all right, I see you, brother. So if you log that, I think that you're probably going to try to go in for an Ice Golem or Ice Spirit on top of the Musketeer. I don't have Barb Barrel in cycle, so I'm just going to go and cycle the Cage. And let's see what you do. If we go same lane consistently, we're always going to be up. You can't go in for a Hog Rider into us, so what are we going to do? We're going to go Skeleton Dragons Graveyard. So we force out a Fireball on the Dragons, and then we just poison the Musketeer. And if you go for Musketeer, Cannon, Ice Spirit, that's 8 elixir. We drop 9 elixir with the Graveyard and the poison. -1 trade for us, but guess what? Look at all that damage we got. It's beautiful, man. It really is a beautiful thing, unless you're running Hog Rider. Then you're very upset.
I am having a very bad day.
So I could go for a Goblin Cage again with the Dark Prince bustling through. Definitely want to go Barb Barrel on top of that Musketeer and then Graveyard. You take that opportunity whenever we have a tank crossing the river. Go for the Graveyard, get more value. Cannon is such a bad counter to Graveyard Skeletons these days. It used to be phenomenal, but man, you guys are noticing how freaking good the Graveyard Skeletons are at chipping away at towers if your opponent doesn't have answers, right? 531 HP in a dream, guys. Well, he's not going to have a dream for much longer because we have double his health. And the Skeleton Dragon is about to lock onto the tower. Oh no, it's eating his chances of coming back in this game. We can Barb Barrel, go in for a poison, and that's going to seal his fate. One little Larry hit is all we need, and he is going to go and try to defend the virginity with a Fireball. I can't believe he even tried to defend arduously with a Fireball to no avail. GG and well played.